What's good, everybody? I'm BPC and welcome to Competitive Origins MMA. Well, Alistair the Demolition Man Overeem faced off against Alexander Drago Volkov at UFC Fight Night. Now, heading into the match, Volkov had a 2-2 record in his last 4 appearances, and a lot of people were wondering how he was going to do against the MMA legend. Well, Overeem came in with a 3-1 record in his last 4 appearances, and this was kind of being billed as his last championship run. And it's quite understandable considering that he's 40 years old, and when you get to a higher age, your window closes to get that championship opportunity. Now, he is a former Strikeforce heavyweight champion, he was a former Dream heavyweight champion, and he was a K1 Grand Prix champion, but the only championship that really eluded him that he wanted is the UFC championship. See, he did get his opportunity in 2016 against Stipe Miocic, but it just didn't turn out in his favor as he got TKO'd in the first round. Now, as the fight started, it was quite surprising to see these two individuals in the octagon. See, we all knew there was going to be a height advantage, Overeem being 6'4" and Volkov being 6'7". But when you saw these two standing toe-to-toe, it looked like, Volkov was about 6 inches or more taller than him. Now, as the fight began, the two were throwing some strikes, and as soon as Volkov started to land, Overeem started to shell up. He was doing a lot of backing up. He kind of just stayed complacent, being against the fence, trying to shield the punches. Now, if you're trying to win the fight, you probably shouldn't stand there and just let somebody continuously punch you and punch you and punch you. It's just not going to work in your favor. And it absolutely didn't, because after the first round, Overeem was bloodied all over his face and he was not looking good. A lot of people thought when he shelled up, he was blocking a lot of those punches, but it just turned out that he wasn't at all. Now, as round 2 started, it was quite the same as the first round. Overeem tried to throw some punches, but Volkov just started leveling off on him, and he was connecting, at a rapid rate. Well, Overeem tried to change up his strategy. I guess you could say he tried to change up his strategy. He tried to go for the takedowns, which we've started to see him do over the course of some of his past fights. But as far as the takedowns were concerned, it wasn't strategic. It was very blatant, and because it was so blatant, it allowed Volkov to defend him. And therefore, Overeem couldn't get the takedown, and Volkov just continued to strike. Now, he finally landed an excellent shot, and Overeem dropped down to the ground. He was on his hands and knees, and you could tell that Overeem was basically dazed. Now, Volkov took his sweet time to walk over to Overeem, and I think he did this intentionally so the referee would jump in and stop the fight. I think he could see that Overeem was basically TKO'd, and he didn't want to go in there and keep throwing down the punishment. And in the end, if Overeem was able to get up, he probably knew that he was going to be able to drop him down again, because Volkov was in no danger throughout the entire fight. Now, as I said, the referee jumped in there, he stopped the fight, and Volkov is the winner of the fight. Now, following the contest, though, we have Overeem, who basically posted that, Volkov, congratulations to Volkov for winning the fight. He said that Volkov was a true warrior and that he couldn't overcome the broken nose that he suffered in the first round. So now it's kind of becoming clear as to why Overeem didn't try to do much, that he just shelled up. He caught it pretty bad on the nose. And like I said, or like he said, that's just something that he couldn't overcome. But one thing's for sure, he did state that he will be back in the gym soon. So he's not retiring, for all you Overeem fans out there. Now, go into the comment section below and let me know what you guys think about Overeem. Do you think he's going to be able to make another run at the championship? Or do you think he's just going to, be a gatekeeper for the rest of his career? Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. And as far as Volkov, tell me what you guys think about him moving into the championship picture. As we all know, Curtis Razor Blades is set to face off against Derek the Black Beast Lewis on February 27th. We have Jairzinho, Biggie Boy, Rosenstrike versus Cyril Gane. And then we have Stipe Miocic going off against Francis Ngannou. And then we have John Jones, who's waiting for that championship fight as well. So it's pretty crowded at the top. So where do you see Volkov's place moving forward to get to that championship crown? Go to competitiveorigins.com, type in promo code MMA76 so you can get 10% off this Competitive Origins no matter what t-shirt. Thank you for tuning in today, guys. I'm BPC. As I said, this is Competitive Origins. And remember, you've been competing since conception. Whether you're competing against yourself or others, competitive origins.